This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy. ForumIAS is India's leading academy for civil services preparation. ForumIAS now provides interview guidance support for CAPF, Indian Forest Service, apart from civil services personality tests for its students.
You're Tejas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You also have a hobby of budget traveling.
Yes, sir.
And we have something called as Tejas Trains.
Yes, sir.
What is special about Tejas Trains?
So, Tejas train is one of the first private trains that are operating in India. So, it is one of the luxury trains, one of the few luxury trains, and semi-high speed train, about 230 km per hour, provides good facilities to the passengers. That's all.
What are the routes?
The rules to travel in that.
Yes, well, common routes where Tejas is flying.
So, routes. One is, I think, Delhi to Lucknow. The first one was from Mumbai to Goa. And another is one from Chennai to Bangalore or Mangalore or something. I don't remember exactly. Sir.
Okay. What are the challenges while you plan, budget travel?
The budget traveling is a low-cost traveling. The challenges are, of course, to minimize your budget, to minimize your expenses. The first one is to travel at a low cost. The second one is lodging, to lodge at a low cost in a hostel. And third one is, I think, fooding, to eat good quality food at low cost.
How do you plan your stay, lodging?
Sir, I prefer a hostel which gives a stay for a day for 200 to 300 rupees. There are various websites to book hostels in various cities. Also, there are gurudwaras or dharamsalas in every city.
So how do you find out about the hostels? Which app or how do you book exactly?
Hostelworld.com is one of the website, or Make My Trip. In Make My Trip also there is a section for hostels where you can get that.
Okay, and how do you know about gurudwaras or dharmshalas?
Gurudwaras, there are obviously in big cities there are gurudwaras which provide lodging. About dharamshalas, you cannot find directly. You have to ask from the locals there.
And how do you plan your travel? Which is the preferred mode of transport? Or how do you plan going ahead?
I plan where there is an off season to a city, because in off seasons there are cheap hotels available. So I preferably travel with trains because they are safe and cheap. So that's how I plan my travel.
Okay. So where have you traveled?
I have traveled to Jaipur, Agra, Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, various cities, Simla, Manali, Banaras, Puri.
Okay. So how will this hobby help in CAPF?
Sir, I think traveling is a hobby which allows me to gel with different people of different areas. So I think the ability to contact with people, to get easily gelled with them, will surely help me to gel with my company men.
Which districts of Chhattisgarh is affected by Naxalism?
The southern Chhattisgarh is actually, there are 4-5 districts which are Sukma, Dantewada, Bastar, Kanker, Kavardha. These are the districts, not Kanker, but the southern Chhattisgarh is affected.
Any reason why southern Chhattisgarh is more affected?
Because the southern Chhattisgarh has more dense forest cover, about 65% forest cover, and 85% of the population are tribals there. It is also a porous border between Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. So the Naxalites can move easily there. So it is more prone to Naxalism.
Why do we see the trend of Naxalism in forest and in tribal areas?
Because due to the prevalence of poverty, the lack of development there, and due to the forest laws that we are having, the tribals are made to feel that they are being deprived of their forest rights in the name of development. Therefore, sir, and due to illiteracy, they are prone to.
What is the ultimate goal of Naxalites?
The ultimate goal is to bring down the state by violent means and to bring a communist state.
Okay, is it Maoism?
Yes, sir, they are motivated by the philosophies of Mao Zedong. Yes.
Any difference between Maoism and Marxism?
Sir, Marxism was very ideal to bring an idealistic society. Maoism is a bit different, which is inspired from the philosophies of Mao Zedong, which involves violent means to overthrow the state and allows the government to take all the properties.
So Tejas, what I get a feel is that you're a very good candidate and you have studied from very good college. done a very good degree also. So, and you're also giving the UPSC examinations, right?
Yes.
So, and also forest service examinations.
Yes.
Is CAPF really your, dream job kind of a thing? You are really interested, or is it just a backup plan?
No, sir. I have my own brother-in-law in CAPF working in ITBP. So I have seen him performing his duties. So I am motivated quite to, and also I get exposed to a CISF officer in my second year of my college. From then onwards, I was having a plan that I want to go in the CAPFs. And from the last 1.5 years, I am actually preparing from CAPF AC. But due to similarity in syllabus, I also give CSE and also I have given the CDS examinations.
All right. What is dark web and how it is having security implications?
So dark web are the websites or the area of net which are used by traffickers for human trafficking, drug trafficking, or armed dealers, which are not exposed to general public or government. It is an area of internet which is illegally occupied.
Tejas, what is Tejas?
So Tejas means brilliance or sharpness.
Have you heard Tejas aircraft?
Tejas aircraft, sir? Yes, I have heard about LCA Tejas.
What is it?
Sir, Tejas is a light combat aircraft, which is the lightest and fastest that we have in India. Its speed about 2050 km per hour. We have 3 variations, Mark 1 and Mark 2, which are currently deployed in Indian Navy and Indian Air Force.
Which country made Tejas?
Sir, it is an indigenous aircraft. 60% by value and 70% by components are from India.
Tejas is replacing which categories of aircrafts?
Sir, it was made to replace MiG-21's batch of aircraft.
Recently, an aircraft crashed in which CDS died and
Yes.
with 12 others. Which aircraft that was?
Sir, it was a Mi-17 helicopter, the V5 version of it, which we have taken from Russia.
Tejas, why are you choosing CISF over other CAPFs?
First, because I was acquainted with CISF, as I told that I had an opportunity to meet a CISF officer in the second year of my college. Second, I think it aligns with my interest, as my interest and is for traveling. It is an all-India force that allows me to travel throughout India. Someday in ports, someday in airports, someday in critical installments like ISRO and DRDO. So it also allows me to be close to those critical installments and learn from it.
What is the difference between CAPFs and paramilitary forces?
Sir, paramilitary forces are between the army and the police forces. The word para means half. And the central armed police forces are actually being deployed to assist the police forces and also to guard a single border. As we have the policy of one border, one force. So we have also the CAPFs for that.
What does BSF do?
BSF guards the border between India and Pakistan and India and Bangladesh.
And ITBP?
ITBP guards the border between India and China primarily. It also does other duties of like election duty, like counterinsurgency operation.
What is the role of CRPF?
CRPF maintains the internal security and law and order in India, sir, and also any other mandates that are given to it by the Home Ministry. Like sir, election duties or any riots taking place, CRPF goes to handle it, or any radical movements or anti-India movements that are taking CRPF.
Is there any special wing for controlling riots within CRPF?
There is a rapid action force, sir, in CRPF.
How many battalions?
Sir, I don't know the exact number of battalions, sorry.
Do you know about Cobra?
Yes, sir. Cobra is a special force made in CRPF. Its full form is Commando Battalion for Resolute Action. It is deployed in the regions of Chhattisgarh and other adjoining states to counter Naxalism.
How many districts of Chhattisgarh are affected?
Sir, I think I do not know the exact number because in every other district there is some presence, but the 4 or 5 districts of southern Chhattisgarh are most affected.
You are from Jashpur.
Yes, sir.
Is any battalion posted there?
Yes, CRPF is posted there, 149 battalion.
Which one?
149 battalion.
I suppose 81.
I think 149 is in Gumla, the adjoining district.
Tejas, what is the difference between Maoism and Naxalism?
Sir, Naxalism is the Indian version of Maoism, where Maoism was to overthrow the entire state in China. Naxalism indulges in guerrilla warfare to overthrow the local governance first. They try to overthrow the local government, the local police stations, and gradually step forward.
What is Greyhound?
So greyhounds are the forces in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana made to counter Naxalism there.
What is SPG?
SPG is Special Protection Group or something. Sorry, sir, I currently not remember now. Not able to recall now.
What is NSG?
NSG is National Security Guards, made after the 1984 Operation Blue Star.
What was that?
Operation Blue Star, sir. It was a call from the then Prime Minister Ms. Indira Gandhi to make the army go into the Golden Temple to counter anti-India leader Bhindranwale.
Was that a justifiable step?
Sir, I think he was a pro-Khalistani leader, and he was, I think she should have talked to him first, made some peace talks, and I think India should always come first, sir. So it was justifiable.
Tejas, if you get another CAPF instead of CISF, will you join that?
Yes, sir, I will join that.
What is Duckworth-Lewis method?
I do not have any clear idea about Duckworth-Lewis method or how it operates, but it helps in getting the target reduced or target set when any disturbances come in between the match, like rain or something.
What is cryptocurrency?
So cryptocurrencies are a form of digital currencies which are intangible but still tradable in the international market, and it is backed by a technology called blockchain.
What is that blockchain?
Sir, blockchain is a decentralized ledger in which any transaction cannot be done without the permission of all the members of it, and it is decentralized. There is no role of any central authority in it.
Should India allow cryptocurrency?
We should allow cryptocurrency in a pilot manner, sir, like China or any other countries are doing. They are making their own government cryptocurrencies, so we should also follow.
How it can change the Indian banking system?
Sir, cryptocurrencies actually can make the cash flow less in the economy. So we will become more digital in that manner. The inclusion will become more of people. And I think it has also negative repercussions, like traffickers can use it for trafficking international things, sir, into India.
What is organized crime?
So organized crime is a crime that has a proper organizations and hierarchy of leaders in it. Like it has members stationed at different places for particular purposes. Everyone has his own role assigned to him, and it takes place just like any organization working in the mainstream. But its main purpose is to do the unlawful activities.
Have you heard about the CAPF cadre officer and IPS officers debate?
Yes, sir, I have heard.
What is it that?
Sir, CAPF officers are actually quite discontent that higher level posts are taken by the IPS officers, though the CAPF officers have inbuilt training and experience of the very particular force. So they are demanding that they should be given at par salary allowances and perks with the IPS officers.
Should CAPF should be commanded by cadre officers or IPS?
I think till the IG or DIG level, the cadre officers should command, because they have the first in-hand experience of the forces.
And above that?
Above that, sir, I think there should be a choice between the officers. According to their capacity, the officers should be selected, sir.
What is the merit of placing IPS officers at the top level?
I think they had a wide range of experience they can play a major role between cooperating between the state police departments. They know the state police departments well, and I think they have handled a large number of men under them. So I think they had a wide range of experience.
So Tejas, you are a civil engineer.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is the specific shape of the beams used in construction? Certain shape of beams is preferred. Which shape is that?
It is often rectangular, sir.
Rectangular.
The cross section.
Isn't it I-shaped?
I-shaped cross section is also used. Yes, the bars are of I-shaped. Yes.
Why is it I-shaped generally?
To handle the bending moment better, sir. The I-shaped is more equipped.
Okay. Can you just elaborate? You are an engineer. Can you just elaborate? Why is it better?
Sir, I think the middle cross section helps in handling the bending moment on either sides of the.
Where is the stress the highest?
The stress is highest at the margin, sir.
Where exactly is the stress highest? You would have drawn that stress diagram, right?
Yes, sir.
Where it used to be the highest?
It is at highest at the margin, sir.
At the top or the bottom?
Okay, you're asking that. Sorry, sir, I'm not.
Okay, all right. What is a cantilever?
A cantilever is a free. It is hinged at one point and is free at the other point, sir.
Okay. Why do you think? Are you aware that when, for example, when there is a force like you are going to join CAPF, so there is a marched movement, there is synchronized movement when they are marching past. Over the bridges, they generally stop. Are you aware?
Yes, sir. Because if they are attacked, less casualty should be there. Which the CAPF's moving.
No, it's
Some
pure,
physical.
It's a purely engineering
question. In the bridge.
Yeah. Why specifically over bridge they stop marching?
To reduce the load, sir, in the bridge.
Okay, is it related? But still, the weight will still be there, right?
Yes, the weight will still be there, but it would be less if one whole contingent will pass, and if small units are passing, the loads will be different.
No, marching is stopped.
Marching is stopped. They still move together
to
in
reduce
a
the
group.
vibrations, sir. I think.
Yes, that's the vibration. It's a natural frequency, so that there is no synchronization. All right. You moved to Kota for your 12th class.
Yes.
So you attended regular classes in a school, or was it just a kind of an arrangement?
I attended the school as well as my coaching, sir.
Okay. Have you watched Kota Factory?
Yes, sir. I have watched Kota Factory.
So do you agree that it's actually a factory?
No, sir. It's not a factory. Actually, no goods are produced there.
No, factory because it's symbolic. It's factory that they are manufacturing kind of training people to enter into the IITs or other engineering colleges. So it's kind of a commodification. So do you agree with that assessment? That
No, sir. I think the present generation have a lot of exposure about their career opportunities, and they are the ones who are deciding their future. If they have decided to go to Kota for pursue coaching for IIT, I think they are responsible for that.
And do you think it's a kind of IITs are kind of overhyped?
I think
The admission and getting even there is a parental pressure, there is peer pressure.
yes.
Do you
there
think
a
it is
social-
overhyped? IITs are not worth, that kind of a hype that they generally get?
No, sir. IITs are actually very good colleges which provide a lot of exposure and opportunities with industries and other things. But I think there is also a social stigma that if not in IIT, then what?
Yes, that's exactly the point. There are so many other graduates who are not from IIT graduates, but still they have excelled in their fields.
Yes.
So IIT doesn't mean that it's a kind of a sure shot passport to success, right?
It depends on the very individual person, sir. Even in a second or third grade college, one can do wonders.
So do you think as a society we need to perhaps tone down a bit this kind of that hysteria is a very strong word to use that, but still the kind of the hype that is created, is it?
I think that will change with the education system, sir. At the school level, if our education system is diverse, they will learn about different things, so they will automatically choose what is best for them.
What is Shahidi Divas that you have written in your DAF? You regularly organized. What is that Shahidi Divas?
Sir, on 23rd March every year we organize that just to make the students aware about the Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev, sir.
Do you think that the revolutionary freedom fighters who didn't agree with the Gandhian ideology, have they given a justified role in our history?
Yes.
Do you think the adequate coverage has been provided about their contributions, or is it too much about the non-violence and Gandhian ideology in our freedom fight history?
I think, sir, they both the ideologies have been given adequate representation in our books.
All right.
And the revolutionaries actually do believe with Gandhiji at some point of time, but they had their own way to
Yeah,
fight for independence.
that is not the difference. Difference is not there because both sides they were working for the freedom of India. The difference is just the mode that they adopted. But don't you think that the coverage has been it's not justified or what they deserved?
I think their ideology did get a place, but the number of revolutionaries that
Okay.
participated, all of them did not find a place
Okay.
in our books, and I think
Alright.
that is not even possible to.
So have you heard about Integrated Theatre Command?
Yes, sir.
Can you explain what is it?
It is an theater means a joint battalion of Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, and Indian Army that will jointly operate in a single phased manner to counter any challenges that we have.
Do you think on a similar line, like you earlier mentioned, there is one border, one force policy. Should there be an integrated command for the CAPFs also? I mean, why have so many forces guarding separate borders? Why not keep a single force under a single command? Will that improve the operational efficiency?
Sir, I think one border, one force is a good concept because they are accustomed to that border, that the people around them, the area, the challenges there. So they had experiences beforehand before any challenge comes into their place. But I think, sir, regarding anti-Naxal operations, there should be an integrated command because there are several forces that have been deployed there, but there is a lack of synergy between them.
All right. So you agree that there is a lack of synergy and coordination can be improved if there is
Yes,
a
sir, by joint.
But don't you think it will create other operational challenges? For example, if a battalion of CISF is deployed or SSB is deployed in an action area and they be put under command of CRPF, it will create interforce challenges?
I do not think, sir, because their ultimate motive is the same. So if the motive is the same, I think they can work and train simultaneously.